Yo. Quick little video. Release the Snyder cut, of course. Damn right. But let's see. How should I start this? So the other day I made a video about Jeff Johns and his people, and his influence in Shazam and Shazam universe and all that shit. The Rock showing up. You know, all that good shit. And apparently, it's touched a nerve with the little um, Shazam shills or whatever the hell they called the fucking stands for Zachary Levi. So apparently, I touched a nerve, and which is funny, and some other shit going on. I saw this dude putting out some screenshots of something that Abdul said about Sean O'Connell. I mean, it was on my post. It was just a conversation. It was just a dumb conversation. Some little dude. Of course, you see how this shit work. Let's be, little idiot. Take screenshots of it and come back at you and act like you can't stand on the words you said as a grown man. Oh no. Which is hilarious. But anyway, what it is their little tactics of, I guess they're going for it right now, and they think The Rock is gonna help them out, so they, you know, standing up, which is fucking hilarious because for like Shazam is like the worst. I've said it before, but the worst movie, in our little multi-universe. But what I'm trying to say is we touched a nerve looking at this. Like if you have some like just a little bit of street smarts, or you've been in situations before, right? You fucking, you might go to your homeboy's house, whatever. He got his people over, whatever. Y'all just hanging out. You got to do something with it, whatever. It's like in the streets business, right? So you see every time there's this little box in the corner, right? Every time you get closer to that box, they kind of maneuver themselves in between you and the box because they don't want you to know what's in that box, right? And every time you inch, you just testing out, and you see, oh, okay. You look at your homeboy when y'all leave, you be like, yo, there was something in that box, And that's what I think we did with that video the other day, and I think me and Smarmy did with the video, the Go Deep episode we did the other day when we talked about it. So it all started with like Zachary Levi, some video of him was released pretty much smearing the whole Snyder Cut movement, the Snyder Cut movie itself, blah, blah, blah. Some boys jumped on him on Twitter. I made a little video basically talking about more of what's going on in that, with that situation. So now some people kind of got their feelings hurt, and they're jumping up and sharing my video all over Twitter, which I like because I'm just getting a lot of views. Just getting a lot of subscriptions from it. But it's funny because these are like the little kids, right? These are like not little kids. It's like the same. See, here's what was in that box. I can explain it better like this. When we talked, we were hovering over a lot of shit that's going on behind the scenes with that Shazam universe. We were hovering over a lot of shit that's going on behind the scenes with these agents, whatever. And why they would be anti-supportive of the Zack Snyder movement. So we were getting close to that box, right? So now they come out to protect that box. Everybody, from these little dudes coming out, putting out screenshots of Abdul talking about Sean O'Connell, which is nothing. I told Sean O'Connell on the show, sometimes when I let people know that I was going to do an interview with him, some people wasn't feeling it, But I can say that to Sean O'Connell. He knows I said that. It's on the podcast. Some people wasn't feeling it. It is what it is. You can't put that out there and act like, oh, look at these guys being snakes. No, bitch, we said it personally. We said it to him. You know? It was on my post. That was Abdul talking to you. You screenshot it like, oh, fucking, I can't even say what you are on here. But when you put it out, that doesn't hurt anybody, dog. None of y'all's little bullets hurt anybody. These are like, remember that scene on The Simpsons? They were like, these Derringer bullets are powerfully weak. Oh, shit. This shit is so fucking funny. When you guys talk, we know what you're doing because we've seen it before. This is the same little crew Jeff Johns used to derail the Zack Snyder movement. This is the same little crew, probably, you know, influenced by Disney, whether it's payola or whether it's promise of trips or anything like that. This is the same crew. Why? Because we're picking on Shazam. Well, I was picking on Shazam, and, you know, it is what it is. So now they're coming out and they're trying to intimidate me, but not trying to intimidate me like that. They're trying to make me feel like, oh, you're too grown to think like this. You shouldn't be saying this. But what it was is I got too close to what's really going on. You know, this is y'all's last movie because y'all's first movie fucking sucked. This is y'all's last chance right here to hopefully, and y'all betting it all on The Rock, to hopefully make a nice profitable movie because your last effort fucking blowed. And now, not only that, y'all got some shit going on behind the scenes that my homie Paul Smarmy touched on. Not only that, y'all know now with this algorithm shit, all we have to do is continue to fucking, when I say clown your movie, that's how we do it. You know, it's not no threat. That's just how we do it. This is what y'all did to the Zack Snyder universe. This is what y'all did, you know. But now we're big enough to do it on you. That hit a nerve with you. That's in this box. Plus, y'all are betting it all on this, right? Plus, you got some shit going on behind the scenes, that Disney little nasty shit that you don't want to get known. So now you're sending all your little fucking baby troops. Y'all are like the fucking, you know, like the first or the second wave of people on 300. Like the ones that got fucked up, like 100% fucked up and got piled on a fucking mound of dead bodies. This is you guys, dog. Cut the shit. We know how y'all roll. We know what you try to do. You try to reverse everything. Whoever talks like what, you try to reverse it and you try to make it like, oh my God, I can't believe he said this. Bitch, shut the fuck up. I can't believe Joker is so violent. Bitch, shut the fuck up. I can't believe Batman vs. Superman is so dark. We fell for it then. We're not falling for your shit no more. Now we're going to keep plugging. We're going to keep pounding on your fucking stupid little box over here in the corner because we know there's something you don't want nobody to know. There's something over here that you're hiding. There's something over here that you're protecting. And it's probably going on in this Shazam universe. And it's probably centered around Jeff Johns and his inability to coexist with Zack Snyder. You know? So now we see what's going on a little clearer, and we did that because y'all's reaction. Y'all just let us in the house and you saw how we looked at that box over there in the corner. Then y'all stood up and y'all was like, you know, trying to protect that box. Oh, no, don't look over there. But we fucking see. This is the nerve. The Shazam universe is the nerve. And y'all are probably betting it all on The Rock. But what you should know is what we had with the Snyder universe from, you know, Ben Affleck, Jeremy Irons, Kevin Costner, Russell Crowe, Michael Shannon, all of these people, Gal Gadot, to your little Shazam universe that's probably going to have The Rock, Zachary Levi, Probably y'all are gonna go get Kevin Hart to be one of the fucking Shazam wizards. Nobody gives a fuck about that shit. And that's just as real as it is. Nobody gives a fuck about that shit. We want what we want, and we became big enough to fucking say it. Just like y'all were big enough to fucking shit on the Zack Snyder universe initially. We're bigger than y'all now, and we're gonna shit on y'all. This is not a threat. I'm just reading you the future because I know where it's going. You can probably bet it all on the Rock shit because the Rock is kind of cool, but what I said is he's kind of cool. Like, I don't even think I've ever seen a movie. I've seen Reno 911 Goes to Miami, and that had The Rock in it at the beginning. I've seen Scorpion King, but that's about it. Or whatever that shit was with The Rock in it. But I don't really give a fuck about The Rock movies like that. Nobody gives a fuck about Zachary Levi. And on top of that, extra nobody gives a fuck about Jeff Johns. So y'all are betting it all on The Rock, but I'm just telling you right now that everybody's gonna, even if they get a lot of ticket sales, everybody's still gonna laugh at that shit. Because the only reason that we even cared about Shazam Part 1 is because we thought it may have something connected to the Zack Snyder universe. That's the only reason we cared. Now that we know who y'all are and what y'all about, nobody's gonna watch that shit. My homie's been talking about, yo, let's just boycott that shit. I went because I wanted to take my kids to see it. I thought it was gonna be a kids movie. I don't even know if they liked it. They'll be over here in a minute. I'll ask them. I'm pretty sure it was whack. You know? It is what it is. And if we say that with the numbers that we have in the Spartans, I think we can overpower the ticket sales of The Rock. I'm pretty sure we can. You know, and not, I mean, we really don't give a shit about ticket sales, but we already know the content, the product isn't going to be top notch. We already know that. But on top of that, we now know that y'all want to smear the DCEU. I mean, that's the Snyderverse. Y'all wanted to smear that, and you did a good job. You attempted to smear that, but you're not that strong, Zachary Levi. You came up there and talked your shit, and nobody give a fuck what you say anyway. So now we gotta, we see the threat. We see that little box in the corner. We see that they're really, really, really sensitive about that box. So now, guess we gotta go check and see what's in the box. Oh